Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for those that have already subscribed. For everyone that's watching that haven't subscribed as yet, please subscribe. It's free of cost. Not take no one to your pocket. Subscribe. Not like this for me. Subscribe, please. Thank you. Alright, so hi everyone. This is my first video. I decided to do a Q&A for my first video, so I posted a poll on my Instagram. My Instagram and all my social medias are down below. So yeah, look me up. Anyways, as I was saying, right? I posted a Q&A. Alright, so person sent me questions. I'm gonna answer them. Just so you can know a little bit about me and a little bit of what's happening with me right now. At the start of the channel. Alright. A little about myself just before I get into it. So my name is Chantal. My middle name is Alexi. So for the channel name, Chantal just gets so long. So it's Shan Alexi. Simple as that, right? Simple as that, right? Yeah. So I am a Virgo, right? I am a Christian, alright? Child of God, love God, alright? Maybe struggling, but I'm a child of God, right? You know me, one thing me I go do, talk about God, love God, bad, get passionate about Him. I can brag about Him because He's never failed me. I have failed Him, but He has never failed me. Yeah, so Chantal, Christian, Virgo. I'm a new mommy. So I have a little princess that is 3 months old. My pride and joy. It sounds cliche, but you really never know love until you have a child, until you birth a child, until you have a full-grown responsibility. Somebody that they're depending on you. You have to do well. You have to get things done for them. It's a different kind of love. It's like a territorial love. You get me? Yeah. So yeah, new mommy. What else? I'm a lover of math. I love math. I am studying physics. So I did a BSc, a bachelor's in material science, which is physics, at the University of the West Indies. I'm currently doing a master's degree in applied physics. So yeah, second degree loading. But I do love math. Math is my one true love, but I decided to venture into physics. Alright, I can go a little bit more into that, but I don't know what else I can talk about now. I probably can do another Q&A in the next couple of videos, and you can ask more questions if you think of other questions. But let's go to the questions that I was asked. Alright, so let's do those now. So the first question: what are some of the challenges you face as a first-time mom? Damn, that's a huge question. Challenges. Of course, the basic challenge, when the baby being so young is sleeping through the night. At first it's kind of getting a little bit better when she's sleeping longer throughout the night now. She's going 4 hours, but when she just came home, she just every 2 hours or probably every hour she was up, and I realized now that I'm able to put her in her belly now where she sleeps much longer. But at the time I put her in her back because they're afraid of SIDS. It's like sudden infant death syndrome, them sleeping on their belly. But that was the roughest part for me. I was just not used to that. Getting up every hour, I could barely have sleep, and you're always worrying, if you're doing the right thing. Another challenge is, trying to accept everyone's advice. So everybody, you're a young new mom. Everybody wants to give you advice. Everybody wants to say, oh, do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that. And it's like, how do I, you're wondering if you're doing it right or if you should listen to your grandmother, your mom, because, they did it. But then the other thing is every baby is different. And the other thing also is that it's a new generation. I may not want to do it the way you did it. And there's nothing wrong in that. So sometimes, I find it a little hard to, should I go with what I feel I need to do for my child, or should I do what, the person that, them raise all the happiness and maybe the best thing them might tell me to do. So that's kind of a challenge for me, because a lot of times I don't feel as if that's what I should do. But the persons are like, everybody's saying, this needed, do whatever, So that's a thing for me. What's another challenge? A challenge also, well, no, I kind of understand all I kind of can't tell why she's crying now. So whenever she used to be fussy, for me especially when she just came home, my daughter, she griped very early. I didn't even know you could gripe that early as a newborn baby, right? Just a couple of days old, she was griping. She was really fussy, and I didn't know what was wrong. I became very overwhelmed because I'm like, what should I do? What, you know? But thank God I have my mom who's very supportive. She's very helpful with Zara. Oh, her name is Zara, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Yeah. She helped me. She said, oh, she's griping, or you need to hold her like this. Make sure she burps, because that's something I didn't know, that as early as them born. So when I was in the hospital with her for like 2 days, I was feeding her, but I didn't burp her. So when I came home, she got really fussy, and her face got really red because she wanted to burp so bad. So as soon as my mommy grabbed her, because I didn't know what to do, so I threw her at my mommy, and she held her up straight, burped her, and she let out this big bitch, and she was calm after that. So I was like, how am I gonna manage this if me never even know? So when we make sure someone makes sure burp the baby, because listen, me and my sister, we were like 3 years apart. We've never really had a baby with us. It's just the two of us together. So I've never really been around a lot of babies, so a lot of things were new to me, as I said. So it's a lot of advice, and a lot of things I don't know, which is sometimes it's fine. It's okay to ask for help, which is something that I learned as well. So that's just the first question. Why am I dwelling so long on this? But yeah, that's it for challenges for now, until I can think about any more. Second question: what's your favorite hobby or pastime? Alright, so I love YouTube. Okay? My mommy cussed me for YouTube, literally. Every day I do, I get up and watch YouTube this. If I watch the plate, I'm in the airport, I'm gonna catch up the phone in front of me somewhere, I watch YouTube. If I'm outside, I watch the baby clothes, I watch YouTube. I've always loved YouTube. YouTube is something that I've always wanted to do. I've just always been so scared, and then even in COVID time I wanted to do it, but then everybody started doing it, and I didn't want to become a cliche, so I didn't do it. But I decided now that I'm gonna step out and do it. But I love YouTube. I'm always watching YouTube. Another hobby of mine is reading. Now if you know me, I don't like reading. I just never my thing. It was always figures, math, give me that. But English and me, don't ask me why I have a distinction in English, because I don't like English. You just think say English don't make sense. Because why 2 dogs are dogs, the other and the F, but 2 sheep are sheep? Why not S go up on sheep? Them things they just never connect with me. So I never liked English, never liked reading, none of that. But since I became pregnant, I was so eager to learn stuff about pregnancy, what's happening in my body, and a friend of mine overseas gave me a pregnancy book. If I can find the book, I'll send the name of the book. Wonderful book. I read that book off. It's a thick book, but I was just so eager. When you want to know something, I read that book, and since then I started reading books, which reading actually isn't that bad, and it really has opened my vocabulary. It's made me more excited. I'm reading a book about the richest man in Babylon. I feel smart, me I tell you. While I read about Rich Dad Poor Dad, because as a parent you want to think about because the whole book, the whole center around Rich Dad Poor Dad is what the rich people teach their kids versus the middle class and the poor people. So I began reading, so I love reading, and I'm reading that book to just know the type of things that I need to teach Zai from early. Another hobby of mine is just staring at my daughter. Yeah, so my hobbies have changed dramatically in the last year or so. Before all of this pregnancy and being at home more, I was always somebody on the road. If you know Chantal, I always have 1,001 things to do. Right, something fun fact about me, if you don't know me, is I used to live all the way in Old Harbour, and I always came to school in town. So for years I've always been traveling, and I've never boarded in for university. And for my 4 years at university, I was living in Old Harbour, and I was back and forth. A commuting student, all over the place, always traveling. Leaving home from 5 o'clock in the morning to reach our 8 o'clock lecture for UA. And just leaving late in the night, always up and down. So my hobby was probably just chilling at school, or doing math. As I say, I love math. I'm just always doing math, always tutoring and helping out persons. So yeah, but I don't really have sports. I love swimming, but it's not something that I do like as a hobby, like every week or every weekend I go play tennis or swim, or I don't have hobbies like that. But for my fun time, it's no reading, which I'm very proud to say. I just really feel like I'm like an adult now. Yeah, reading and watching YouTube videos, and I watch YouTube videos on all different sorts of stuff, right? Because I love learning new things. And yeah, just spending time with her, learning new things about her. Can you believe that my 3-month-old is already feeling like, oh, she get too big? I feel emotional, like, oh, you don't like this to me. Anyways, next question. How was your labor and delivery experience? Listen, it's a labor pain, and let me tell you, I have a really bad period cramps, right? I know that there are persons out there who have it worse than me. People like have PCOS, right? That condition. I don't know much about it, but I know it's there. That may have it worse than I do. I have a really bad period cramps, right? Let me tell you, yesterday that them period cramps, they prepare me for labor. It never has, like, them they not even touch labor pain. The labor pain bad, but delivery was good. I'm not gonna lie, big up TikTok. I watched a TikTok video where a lady was talking about okra water and how it helped her to deliver her 3 kids. And best believe it, if me touched 38 weeks, cut up my okra. You can just cut out the top and the bottom and put it in the water. And I can do it for you guys one day if you need me to. I can do a video on that. And a video on my labor and delivery experience. I can do a video on that. Right? But the delivery was good. I drank my okra water and I did like 3 to 5 good pushes and I was out. It was just the labor pain that was it for me. And they gave me an injection. It wasn't epidural. As I said, I can give you a story time on that. The injection though is to help with drowsiness. So I fall asleep, jump up back whenever the pain comes in and doze off back, right? But the labor was the worst part, but the delivery was, I had the best midwife. Big up UE Hospital, my midwife, them never normal. Plain as they, them tell me what to do. Them say, listen, if you do this, you're good, and that was it. My delivery was smooth, no tear, nothing, thanks be to God. Because my biggest fear going into labor was having a C-section. I never want nobody cut me, I never want to go under no knife or scissors or whatever them doing a surgery, I don't want in and no part of it, right? So big up God. I pray, me literally call a lady at my church and say, Mish, please maybe you pray for me because I don't want to get cut. But as I said, I can give you a story time on my labor and delivery experience. Yeah. What do you do for fun? I think I already answered that question. Love listening to music, love watching YouTube, love singing. I sing. I used to be on the praise and worship team at church before I got pregnant. Yeah, that's another part. There's so many story times, so many things that I can tell you guys. My life is a lot, right? I sing. I love to listen to music. I love to watch YouTube. Those are the things that I do in my free time when I'm not doing schoolwork or research and stuff like that. Because my master's is a research master's, not a master's where I go to class. It's called a master's of philosophy in applied physics. So you do research, you do practical work and stuff like that. So when I'm not doing like work or math or stuff like that, I'm listening to music, I'm watching a YouTube video. I'm learning something new in baking. I have this new interest in baking since the pandemic also. Yeah, I'm a big baker now. And don't tell me a word ago, so that's my word, yeah. How women can overcome challenges that seem impossible to overcome? What a heavy question. Alright, if I was to approach this in 3 ways, probably spiritual way. As I said, I'm someone that grew up in church. I grew up in church. So if I was supposed to look at this as a spiritual aspect, you can't overcome anything without God, and that's something that I've learned during this season when I kind of fell away from God, fell away from church, and I got pregnant out of wedlock. And something that I had to learn when I sat at night, crying, going to a little bit of postpartum. You can't do it without God, especially when you come into when you've had a connection with God, once you actually experience God, it's so hard. You can't necessarily go away from God without knowing, it's not gonna be the same. You're gonna be on your own. It's just not the same. You can't overcome certain things without God's help, right? So spiritually, I would say try to have a connection with God. Try to have faith in God. Have faith to know that if something seems like a barrier that no matter what you do you can't get past it, maybe that's a sign that you should leave it alone. Because a lot of times we attack certain things off our own without asking God, God, is this for me? The relationship, everything that the relationship does never work for the relationship yet. No matter what we try, the relationship now goes smooth. Then probably the relationship is not yours, you just leave it alone. Right? Certain situations that we continue to hold on to a lot of times, they can't overcome them because maybe at times you just put it down. Some of them are baggage and crosses will walk up and down with it. Right? So spiritually, I believe, be connected with God, allow God to help you fight your battles, allow God to help you overcome certain things that seem, like Goliath in your life. And there's some things that can be overcome. So apart from the crosses, then when we work with ourselves, a lot of things can be overcome. It's just that we need a little help from God. We ourselves, can't do it without the heavenly one, right? Personally, temporarily, not spiritually, another way to look at overcoming certain things is just take it a step at a time. That's what I would say. When I reach a certain situation where it seems impossible, instead of trying to do everything one time, I take that step at a time, right? So you start from scratch. So if it is that you want to go to school and no matter what you try, it seems as if it's not working out, don't lose faith. And that's one thing I believe in, always have faith. I don't give up easily, and once I give up, I pray about it first, and again everything just always comes back to spiritual connection with God, believing in God, allowing God to take control. Like if this is not supposed to happen, God, let it not happen, and if it happens, then God, I thank you, and even if it don't happen, then God, I thank you. But personally, just take that step at a time. So even if you can't find the money for God school, and no matter what you try, you apply for loans, you have to guarantee you can't get it, just sign up. Take a step each day, and I believe, if you work towards it, don't kill yourself. Just do, the little steps that you can to, reach to the goal that you want to. I believe eventually you can overcome it. Just, don't try to jump over the hurdle one time. Start workout and warm up on them something before you start in a gym, right? Next question. What gave you the courage to follow through with the channel? So this person is a friend of mine, so he knows that this is something that I've always wanted to do. What gave me the courage? Again, this was as a result, this whole page or channel is was given birth to as a result of a connection that I have, or a reconnection that I have with God now. This was something that, God literally just said, do it. Just step out and do it. You don't know where it's going to take you, what you want to do, because this is just going to be a broad page where I just do vlogs, learning new things in the kitchen. I want to try doing new things, try doing my makeup first. Stick a pin right here. So big up to my nice skin sister who touch up my face. Because I do my first video. She said, Mama fix it up a little bit. She's not a big makeup artist, she only works on herself, but she'll try a little thing. So guys, big up Gabby in the comments if you never go on too bad, if you never go on too bad. But me me buff and it, so me it look good, cause me, if me do my makeup, let's just stop there, right? But this not here. It's to blame it on pregnancy, pregnancy brain. Oh yes, so I just started talking to God about it, and if just start somewhere, just start doing a video, just start by doing research. I've been researching, looking at different vlogs, different channels that I, the type of stuff that I'm interested in showing. I started doing those. I started watching videos on how to edit, and I just started doing things until I was brave enough to create a channel. After watching how to do banners, I created my banner with the help of my sister again, my little right hand, trust me. Every little thing, all the set up there, so she deal with it, big up she, right? And I just started working on things, and here I am. So I spoke to God, and he just said, just step out and do it. And I'm stepping out and I'm doing it. Just do it like Nike. Right, let's go. How is the mom life treating you? And what's your love language? One question that's very interesting. Mom life is treating me good. So I'm on the better side of it now. I don't think I had postpartum necessarily, but there's this thing called baby blues that you have in the first 6 weeks. And that kind of kicked my ass for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I was very emotional, I was very angry at myself, I was angry with God for a little bit, just a lot of things were happening. And but right now I'm in a much better space. I'm just so happy. I'm so excited every day, to be a mommy. It's a lot. You no longer have the freedom to just lay down in bed and get up when you want or whatever. You always have to keep going. You always have to get up, make sure that she eats, get her ready for the day. Even if it's to just feed her, bathe her, put her back to sleep, I just always have to be on the go. I have to wash for her 2 times a day and stuff like that. I always have to be on the go. It's like no, I have a new, I'm so excited to be a mom now. A girl that fix up back herself, do up her ear, do her nails and thing. I'm gonna look treat, but need to lose the more weight. But mom life is starting to. I'm warming up to it now. I'm feeling much better as a mom. It not stop. No, not a girl that come out. It's not asking. And what's my love language? I feel like all of them are my love language. Yeah, reassurance. No, I don't think I'm so much of a physical touch person. I'm not necessarily a PDA person type of person either. But reassure me, money. What other love language then? And I think for most part, all of them except physical, all the type of person will love kiss and so. But I love reassurance. I love cuddling, but I'm not gonna be the one to touch you. Cuddle, but stay far. That weird. Money, I want love language of mine still. I'm not ask you because one thing about me, I'm a very independent woman. Me away from my 16 years old, I want never have to. Just like I don't like to ask. I've never been the type of person for asking parents for money. Right? I think that's why I let me especially my father. Can't tell me last thing give me a good money for like that. But I've always been the type of person to work and go for anything I want. While in college, just minute I started college at 16. I started working. As I say, for me, I've always been the type of person to work and have my own. That don't mean saying I have to put the money in my hand. Sir, that don't mean saying I have to put that money in my hand. I go work and get it, but more I spend your own too. Yeah. But I think money, reassurance. I love my biggest thing. I love when somebody thinks. I love thoughtfulness. My gifts are my type of gifts are like a photo printed. Like I like when you think into things that I like. So if ever one day I say, someone I want to get my foot rub, just surprise me outside the blues. If you don't want to do it yourself, send me go do it. So I know say I'll listen to me and think about me. Then I think that's my love language. Yeah, I don't feel like say another thing that I have, which is probably not a good thing because people always say it's not good. But I don't feel like someone must tell you. I feel like you must know me. No say adapt me like and do it. If you have to tell us someone something, I don't want it. That with me now. I don't want it. I mean it's a good vibe. But yeah, back to love language. Those are my love languages. I guess I'm going to answer that question. By the way, my sister phoned me because I'm videoing on my phone. I don't know where she have on this case, but anyways. Next question. Did being pregnant stop men from trying to get with you? Miss you're pregnant and you're worried? Let me tell you, I even watch that because as I say I love YouTube and I'm a huge MTN first cousin, right? I remember watching a vlog just the other day when Tammy come back into the car and I tell you all the man them treat her like rat. Let me tell you, it's when they're pregnant in Jamaica, I don't know what other country them. The one thing the man them do boost and them until they say look good. I'll never forget me walking a clock tour in November when me around 8 months. The man said listen to me say my baby mother no look so good. Mother bother want she baby mother. Him say baby mother you look good, man not lie. The baby fix you. I said flips here. But never stop at thing, my love. Belly big ever so what. The man them still want to know you. Want to get your number. I say, sir, don't you see me carrying that old human being for obviously not you, somebody else, and you still want to get from. You never stop at thing, my love. Never stop at thing. what do you think about miscarriages? I had one, but I want your opinion on it. I don't necessarily know what this question means, but I think about it. I think it's sad that you have a miscarriage. I mean, a life is a blessing. As much as, you know, it's not like when I got pregnant, not necessarily when I wanted to get pregnant or how I wanted to get pregnant, but it's happened. And it's a blessing. A child is a blessing. I love babies. I love my daughter, right? So it's a blessing. And, you know, to be carrying a child, and you said you had one. I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry to hear that. No, that just even got me sad. Like, that's just sad, losing a child, losing a baby, you know, losing a life that you were creating inside. It's just something special about being able to carry a child. Like, it just has this connection. It's like, I don't know how to explain. It's just a motherly love that just creates from the moment that you've accepted and, you know, started to love that human being growing inside of you. So it's just, you know, I'm sorry to hear that you had a miscarriage. My opinion on it is that it's sad, and I don't wish it on anyone. Some persons, you know, willingly abort their child, and, you know, that's your decision. Listen, I am big on don't judge people. If you don't want to have kids, don't have them. If better you not have them, then you come and mistreat them and call you much people have baby and then fling them in a gully and then so. Let's not touch them kids, because if something irritate. When you come on to baby and kids, me love them bad, right? But I'm sorry to hear that you had a miscarriage. It's very sad. What inspired you to start a YouTube channel? I feel like I've said this twice already. Just, you know, the love for YouTube that I have. I've always wanted to do it. I think my life is rather interesting. A lot of things, you know, happen. I mean, no, not so interesting to me as it used to be. The fact that I'm, you know, home now with my baby and stuff, but I think that also has brought a new interestingness to it. But the way I used to be busy and always, you know, I was very active in church, from home to church to you know, work and all of those stuff that I used to do while going to college. It's not that busy now, but I do think it's a whole different type of busy now with a child. So I just think my life overall is quite interesting that I can start a channel and, you know, do something that I actually love doing, which is, you know, YouTube. So I think that's, you know, what inspired me. What is or was your biggest childhood dream? Dream. My biggest childhood dream. What's to make money? Yeah. I never really had like a big career, because for me, know myself, I never wanted to do a 9 to 5. I've never been the type of person that I want to sit down and work in an office. I've never, you know, I never dreamed to go, you know, have no dream job or nothing. Just know someone make money. I want to be successful. I want to be happy. Now that was a dream of mine. I've always wanted happiness. I've always wanted to be at peace. And that's a dream that I still have, because you say is or was a childhood dream, but that's still a dream that, you know, I want to be happy. And even though, as I said, I said that a dream of mine is to be rich or to be successful, that does not necessarily bring happiness. Yeah. I really want to be happy. I really want to be at peace. I want to be surrounded. A dream of mine. I always envision myself in a large family. If you know me, I always say I want to have 4 kids, and some people want to have more than that, right? I always envision myself with just, you know, I always wanted 3 boys, 1 girl. I wanted the girl last, but I got a girl first, and I'm praying that I get a boy whenever I go back in the next 5 years, right? But I always envision myself with a lot of kids in a nice, you know, it's not necessarily picket fence, because I've never been the, you know, the ordinary type, you know, picket fence, and, you know, but a nice, you know, once I'm happy, it doesn't have to be necessarily what society deems normal, but once I'm happy, that's something that I've always dreamed about. Happiness. Yeah. What's the next question? Okay. How has the experience been now that you're a first-time mom? Be honest. The experience has been good. I go like, it's tough, and I can tell you it's hard as hell. Especially if you've never had, like, you know, a huge responsibility. Having a child is I've never imagined myself, like, the other day I had to run to somewhere and leave Zara, and every 5 minutes, what is Zara doing? Is Zara okay? And you know, it's just the fact that, you know, you don't necessarily want to leave, even though it's with my parents, and, you know, she's not a burden to them. It's like, you know, that's my responsibility. I don't want to leave her on them too long. I want to come back and get her, and you just want to be with the child, you know. even when she's fussing, you just want to hold her, rock her. I know sometimes it's a lot. I can tell you sometimes it's a lot, especially when you have a lot of things rocking in your mind. You want to make money, you want to do this and that. And a lot of times the days come and you have, because for me, each day I try to write down a list of things which helps me to write a list of things that I want to get done each day. A lot of times I write on a list and I can barely scratch 2 off of it because she takes up so much of my time, but then I don't complain because she's growing so fast, guys, so fast. So I'm trying to cherish it as much as I'm trying to, make plans to make money, right? But I love the experience of being a first-time mom. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And I wouldn't trade anything in the world for it. What's next moving forward in life? Very good question. What's next? Next for me is to finish my master's. That's a goal. Next for me is to embrace mommy life. I can't wait to do things with Zyra as she gets older. From Zyra born, I start thinking about which school she'll go, what kind of high school am I write on her paper when she come home. It's like everything now is just, every time when I think about what's next, you think about what's next with Zyra. Becoming a mom is just a mom thing, right? I'm big now on, as I said, I've started to read a lot more now, and Rich Dad Poor Dad has taught me a lot in investments. I'm trying to learn about investments, and it's something that's actually very interesting, so that's something that I'm venturing into. But yeah, just next is just a lot of money moves that you guys will see sooner or later. We're just starting off, but you see, I can't wait to save my life. Why did you start YouTube? I said that already. Goals for the channel. Alright, so some goals for the channel that I have is just to kind of build a little family, a little connection. As I said, I love YouTube. I love talking to guys, to you guys. Even though it's the first time, we're having a conversation, but I already feel like, I'm gonna build a little network because I'm that type of person. I'm a people person. I love talk. If you follow me yourself, but branch off on 3 different things and leave a member. I do some more this around. But no worry, listen. Same thing to somebody one day. I said when meeting at school, one thing my father did that. We were talking about it the other day. My father made that message to somebody. We were talking about it the other day. He said one thing we report there. My grade don't look good enough, but one thing teacher them say Chantal love chat. And I saw it go. Someone with band to talk. And everybody can sit down and look. Someone was supposed to talk. Me love talk. Yeah. That's all the time, and that's the thing, as a Virgo. I'm very, sometimes, basically, once I'm around my crowd, my type of people, me have a talk. And then, some spaces, probably some people are going to watch this video and say, then, Chantal gonna talk, so? Yeah, but that's not talk around you more, in a year setting, Mafi. But when we're around my type of people, I can talk. Yeah. So, I think it has, prepared me to be, open now, a people person. So I just know that this channel is going to be a little community, so that's a goal for me, to start a little community, to just vibe with you guys, take you on all different type. I just plan to do vlogs, I plan to do cooking, I just started the gym. I think this channel, as well as with everything that's happening now, is a new start for me, and I'm just gonna taking you guys on a journey. I call it the Odyssey, basically. It's a journey that I'm starting. I'm working on myself, I'm working on basically adulting. I'm gonna bring it with me. So I'm gonna start the gym. This is going into my 4th week, right? And I'm gonna bring you guys with me. Vlogs, mommy life. It's like this is just a start, and it's gonna watch me grow and venture off in so many different things, and watch Zyra grow. Watch me try different things. Listen, I don't know for the makeup, I don't know for the wig and all of them things that I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna start from scratch, and I'm gonna watch me laugh off from me till me a big makeup artist, until me a big wig installer. Yeah, I don't know if there's a word for it, but installer for wigs, that's me. Yeah. So I'm just gonna do all different type of new things. I love doing DIYs, I love trying new things, and I'm just gonna take you guys along with me. In my butt, my foot, I said go. But it's just about trying and doing new things. And I watch me till I get back to them again. I see that fat thing, I have to work out for me. So yeah, we're gonna work on that. But I have a lot of goals, as I said. So guys, please subscribe. As I say, not take nothing phone, you know. It's free of course, right? I'm gonna ask you to subscribe. So just subscribe, not subscribe, and stuff. Want someone like, comment, please. That's something that I really want to see. As I say, I kind of want to build a community. I want to hear from you guys. Listen, if I say something and you have another advice, tell me. Right? Tell me things that you don't want to see me do, you want to see me try. I'm not a purpose. If you want to go somewhere, like you want to go somewhere in Jamaica, right? And you never been there, you want me to go and videos and so you can send me. Because I like going to new places, I like trying new things. One or two things I'm not really adventurous in that food. I miss people that go eat duck and them. I'm adventurous, and then I'm allergic to shellfish, so all of them love it. Them see people try lobster boil and them some can't try them, some like I'm allergic. So food I'm not really adventurous in, but everything else I'm adventurous in. So no one to judge me. But yeah, it's a huge goal. I have a lot of things to accomplish, and I'm gonna take you guys along with me. I'm gonna try a lot of new, I'm gonna try a lot of new stuff. You know, challenges, vlogs, cooking stuff. You know, trips, you know, just random drive out, all of them something there. I'm taking you guys along with me. Next question. Okay, my favorite food. I'm a foodie, guys, so that's pretty hard. I know that I normally said if you know me, I love turkey neck. And I know my friends overseas, right? My friends in New Hampshire, big up, you know. Them laugh off of me. Them so if people eat the neck of the turkey, them even didn't know the turkey have neck. Because guess what? Overseas, they know the old turkey them made and used for Thanksgiving and all. But Jamaica, we eat the turkey neck. So when them don't watch the US, them send it out and we import that. I love the turkey neck. So all the only way that shit we are foreign, send it home. Me, I love turkey neck. Nah, Oxtail, I don't really understand. Oxtail is just so expensive and a pure bone. Turkey no butter, but they say when me start sucking on the turkey neck, I'm pull it apart, pee from the material, and I don't know. I love turkey neck bad. Love green plant, I love plant overall. Right? I eat plant anyway. I eat plant, me take up a ripe plant and just peel it and eat it. But me eat plant ripe, green, boiled, raw. Anyway, me is a plant girl, I love plant. Favorite fruit is ripe banana, but like a favorite meal, I don't know if I necessarily have one, but I know I have a favorite meat, a favorite fruit, which is banana. Kind of get tired of chicken. I don't know. I'm not tired of chicken. I eat chicken from my banty. I'm tired of chicken. I want to eat different things, but I'm not too adventurous, so that is the problem with me now. So I'm just always in the back of the chicken. Yeah, this is me. Favorite color, purple. Love purple, and the funny thing is I don't have a lot of purple clothes, so you probably won't see me purple a lot, and the color for my channel is giving very much green, but I'm a purple girl. I love the color purple, something about purple, pretty, love it. But purple is my favorite color. And I believe this is the last question. How is it having a daughter or a child? And I answered that question already. So those were all questions, guys. So yeah, as I said, guys, comment, you know, talk to me, you know, say what you think about this new video. What did I not do? What is something that, you know, I do that I can work on? As I said, guys, it's our community. We're going to, you know, talk together. We're going to understand each other, you know. Let me know the things that you want to see me do. Yeah. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Listen, tell your neighbor, tell your friend, tell everybody in your household, take them phone and then tablet and subscribe to channel Lexi and turn on the post notifications so they can see the video when it's uploaded and come watch it. Yeah, watch me. I don't know how much my ear I cooperate right now because I did have one very stubborn earlier today, but I open up one tree wide. Yeah. But guys, this is, you know, this is a newness for me. I'm getting used to looking in the lens, you know, the different stuff. It's so exciting to me. I'm excited, but I'm open and excited with me. This journey, we're going on it together. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Bye. Hi everyone, welcome back. Hi everyone, thanks for subscribing to my channel. Yeah, I don't remember what I was gonna say, but this is just a shot.